You know what's expected of you, what to say, how to act, what would make things easier. But something inside says no, because it's not you. If you're an INFJ, INTJ, INFP, or INTP, this isn't just discomfort, it's a fracture between who you are and who the world wants you to be. And you can't ignore it. Let's start with Leah, the INFP. She's working in a job that pays the bills. But every day, something inside her feels like it's fading. Her FI whispers constantly, "Is this aligned? Is this meaningful? Is this me?" She tries to adapt, to do what's practical, to listen to TE and be realistic. But every time she compromises, it's like watching a part of herself fade, not all at once, but slowly, like a photo losing color. Then there's Dorian, the INTP. He's in a meeting. Someone makes a sweeping claim. Everyone nods, moves on. But his TI freezes. It knows something's off. The logic doesn't hold. He wants to speak, to challenge, clarify. But FE tells him it might not be worth it, that creating tension won't change anything. So he stays silent, and afterwards, regrets it. Not because he needed to be right, but because he didn't show up as himself. Now meet Naomi, the INFJ. She's observant, attentive, and often finds herself saying what others need to hear, even before they ask. But after a long day of saying what people needed to hear, she feels hollow. Her inner vision is clear, but she's learned to pause before speaking, not out of fear, but because she knows not everyone wants to see what she sees. And that piece sometimes feels like a mask. And Marcus, the INTJ, he values competence, precision, purpose. But he's in a system that rewards performance over vision, short-term gain over long-term strategy, surface over substance. His FI flares in frustration. It reminds him why he started, why he cared. But his TE keeps pushing, deliver results, stay ahead. Until one day he realizes he's building something effective that no longer feels right. All four of these types crave authenticity, but they define it differently. FI drives INFPs to stay loyal to their inner compass. But when the world pushes in another direction, staying true can feel both brave and isolating. For INTPs, TI seeks internal consistency and clear reasoning. Authenticity means questioning what doesn't add up, even if others have already moved on. The INFJ sees beneath the surface through their NI, but their FE reminds them to tread carefully. For them, authenticity means honoring both, without losing themselves in the process. The INTJ plans and executes with precision through their TE. But when FI pushes back, authenticity means making sure the goal still matters, not just that it gets done. For all of them, the gap between inner truth and outer pressure can feel like a quiet grief. Not because they don't know who they are, but because they struggle to live it out loud. The world often rewards adaptation, flexibility, conformity, performance. So these types learn to bend, to adjust, to say what's expected, to fit the frame. But over time, the cost becomes too high. INFPs may shut down, retreating into an inner world where nothing has to be explained. INTPs may become cynical, protecting their logic by refusing to engage emotionally. INFJs may grow anxious, constantly balancing vision and harmony, but losing touch with themselves. INTJs may become rigid, doubling down on efficiency while losing connection to their core values. They're not trying to rebel. They're trying to stay real in a world that keeps asking them to edit themselves. So what does it mean to live in alignment? It doesn't mean raw exposure. It doesn't mean rejecting structure or refusing compromise. It means starting from the inside and letting what's true shape how you show up. For INFPs, it means honoring FI, but letting TE help shape their values into visible action. For INTPs, it means trusting TI but allowing FE to translate that clarity into connection. For INFJs, it means protecting NI's vision while letting FE serve it, not silence it. For INTJs, it means keeping TE sharp, but letting FI whisper when the system no longer reflects their truth. Authenticity isn't just about expression, it's about coherence. The kind that lets you wake up in the morning and not feel like you left yourself behind. Maybe you've learned to adjust, to blend in, to do what works. But part of you is tired, not from effort, but from disconnection. Because when you spend too long living a version of yourself, you start to forget what the real one felt like. And authenticity isn't a luxury, it's the foundation of a life that actually belongs to you. So I'll ask you, when do you feel most yourself? And what parts of you have gone quiet, just to keep things smooth? Share it in the comments. And if this helped you reclaim even a small piece of who you are, stay with us for episode 12. Thanks for watching. See you on the next episode.